Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the British Esports podcast at Insomnia. We're joined by two more very special guests, Jake and Eva. Hello, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Hello. How are you both doing?
Good, thank you.
Good, thank you. For those who don't know who you are, because they probably won't know who you are, do you want to just introduce yourselves and tell us about what game it is that you play?
I'm Jake. I'm the captain for the Rocket League team for Confetti.
And I'm Eva Amaryllis. I'm the captain for Confetti's League of Legends team.
So how did you both get started in esports then? Where does your journey start?
So I started probably a few years back when I started watching RLCS, and then I began playing Rocket League a lot more competitively, and then just from there.
Yeah, I had a lot of friends who were quite into games, specifically competitive games back in like secondary school. And obviously when I was in like year 11, I started to play a lot more games instead of revising, which is probably a bad idea, but you know.
Don't follow that advice, people at home.
Yeah, don't do it.
Work-life balance.
Fun. Yeah, especially when you're playing League. So yeah, I found League through an advert, and obviously from there it was just like a slip into the abyss.
Nice, as it goes, yeah.
Yep.
Jake, we'll start with you. What drew you specifically towards Rocket League?
So I'm a massive football fan, and I also do like racing games. So it's kind of just puts them both together in one.
Best of both worlds, that.
I saw a lot of the adverts and I like the look of a lot of the characters, and I think around the time the KDA kind of gimmick released when they had Worlds in South Korea, I was a bit into K-pop, so I was like, oh yeah, this game looks amazing, and then I played it, I like, this is way too difficult, I don't know what's going on, and then came back in like 2020 season 10, so it was alright.
So you're both the team captains of your respective teams.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think makes a good team captain? Why do you think it was you guys who stepped into that role of team captain?
You really have to be able to like push your team on and make them believe that you can win, and just being able to talk to them like in game and let them know like what you're doing.
Yeah, I feel like with longer-winded games like League, you have to kind of be a bastion for your team, like upkeep the mental, you know, kind of keep encouraging them, and obviously you've got to be a bit reliable as well, because obviously you're kind of the figurehead of your team. When you lose, it's kind of like everyone looks to you for what to do next, so I think that's quite important as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, we forgot to ask before, but do either of you guys take the Esports B-Tech?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Awesome, lovely. So, what would you say is your favourite part about the Esports B-Tech?
Probably the creation of an esports brand and team, and just it's kind of what I look to do in the future. So I like it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I enjoy it quite all around, but I really did enjoy the coaching thing we did at the start of the year. That was really fun, because I obviously just like watching the games, kind of nitpicking and analysing everything, and it was really enjoyable for me.
Yes. So your journey with Student Champs then, did it start as a player? Did you know much about it beforehand, or did you start pretty much as you joined a team, basically? How did your journey with the Student Champs start?
So mine started when I joined the Rocket League team in Division 2, and then obviously we've got to Division 1 now. That was really like the start of it. Before that, I'd heard of it, but I didn't really know much about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, with the League One, one of the main reasons I came to Confetti was because they had a League of Legends team, and I was kind of really passionate about it. I wanted to kind of get involved with that. I remember watching a few of the games and be like, oh my god, these guys are so awesome. I want to be just like them. And obviously, I tried out for the team. I joined, and here we are now. It was really fun. I joined in like September, I think it was. And we were kind of doing Swiss, and obviously we built our way up to nationals, which is really good.
Fantastic, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what would you say has been your favourite moment of being part of the Student Champs?
Probably when we got promoted to Division 1. I was very happy about it, because we'd been playing in Division 2 and we had a few players that probably should have been in the high division. So it meant a lot.
I feel like for League, it was us lot getting to nationals, because at the start, it was kind of, you know, some of us were second years, first years, we didn't really know each other, and it was kind of building that relationship with them all, creating kind of like a bond, a friendship, and obviously getting to nationals with them, because at the start it was like, you know, people were focusing more on ranks than what we could do together as a team. And obviously, as time went on, we kind of got more trust together in game and outside of game, and it just kind of took us to nationals, and everyone was really happy with themselves.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that a lot of people underestimate, especially in like team games where ranks, it doesn't always make the difference in the end. If a team is more cohesive and comes together better, even if the like ranks are all over the place, it doesn't matter high rank, low rank. If you come together as a team, I think that highly outweighs sometimes being that just a higher rank and a better player overall. So it's really good to hear that you've come together as a team properly. So as team captains, do you feel like you've developed any skills over the course of being a team captain? What kind of skills do you think you've been able to develop as your time as team captain has gone on?
Definitely communication. I wasn't great at it when I first started, but over time I've got a lot better.
Yeah.
And I've managed to help the team like glue together in game.
Yeah. I feel like I've come out of my shell a lot as well. I've kind of grown as a player as well as a person. Obviously, I've learned to kind of be, you know, keep my head a bit now, because obviously mental as well in longer games like League, you've got to kind of, you know, just stick with it, you know, go all out to the very end. And that kind of just helped me, you know, keep my head a bit in the games I play on my own or with teammates. And it's really nice because I feel happier playing now and it's better. So.
Yeah.
And what advice would you give to someone who's potentially in the student champs or looking to get into the student champs about how they can make the most of the experience?
Definitely make sure to practice a lot and try and keep with it, keep improving. And if you keep like that, it will show that you have a lot to offer towards your team and could make it further.
Yeah, I feel like keeping your mental is one of the biggest things that you need to have in a tournament like this. You're playing against other young people, obviously people from different backgrounds, stuff like that. You need to just keep a level head, you know, be nice to your teammates, you know, build that bond with them, and as well as obviously practicing, you know, playing a lot of your game, you know, having fun. I feel like that's really important as well.
Yeah. So a large part of esports that we've seen like really well move in a good direction is the diversity and inclusive side of esports. You see like Riot Games with their Game Changers series and other companies who have started to bring more kind of the diversity and inclusion to be more of the forefront of esports. Why do you think that's important for these developers to be able to recognize and bring about the diversity in esports as well as the players as well in general? Why do you guys find it important?
It's really important because there could be a lot of young players who are like young female players, for example, who might feel disheartened, not like they can make it. And with these big corporations coming in and proving that it is possible, they might feel more likely to step up and join a team.
Yeah, it makes me really happy that a lot of these female influencers and players are being televised a lot, because a lot of the time I feel like the main problem with women not being in these high levels of play is because it feels like boys and men are obviously introduced to games at a young age and therefore have a lot more time to develop and, you know, play more games, practice. Meanwhile, girls are obviously ushered away from it. So I feel like the only way to kind of get into it at that early stage is to be, you know, obviously have family members who play a lot of games, brothers, you know, parents, whatever. So I think it's really important to have this diversity and obviously try and incorporate it into major leagues as well. So obviously a lot of young girls can see this obviously at young ages, be like, I want to be just like that, and it's really nice. So
yeah, hopefully we get more of that as we come. I mean, I think we're starting to see it. Like you said, more role models in the space definitely needed, and I think it seems that we're reaching a really good point now where things are kind of bouncing out a lot more. Right, so we're moving on to everyone's favourite part now of the Insomnia podcast, charades. Now, you guys luckily were here when we had the previous two on, of course, and so you got a bit of a preview of this. So again, just to clarify the rules, we will show you a game title on a piece of card. You guys will have to mime out to us. You can say one word. It can't be the name of the game or any other words on the actual card, and it can't be a character in the game as well. But it can be a noise. We've kind of clarified you can maybe do a bit of a noise if you know the soundtrack or anything of the game. But we'll see how it goes as we go on. So,
given them a shuffle.
Okay.
So I took out the ones that we had last round.
Okay, so they should be different. Okay, so we're going to set a minute on the timer. Let's see how many you can do in 1 minute.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Battle Royale.
PUBG?
Fortnite.
Yes, spot on.
Yes, let's go. Okay, next.
fighting.
Oh,
Street
Fighter?
Uh,
More fighting. Different fighting game.
help. Oh, I can't think of it. Like,
Fighting. What other fighting games have we got on here, bro?
it's not like,
I can't remember.
Street Fighter. What else is there on here? We'll move on. Pass.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
pass. That's fine. Okay.
Terrible acting.
Next.
Oh no. MOBA.
League of Legends.
Yep.
Okay, nice.
I think I gave it the oh no.
Oh,
That
time
was
up.
1
Oh.
minute.
Time up.
Oh, you missed the best one.
Oh, Among Us. Oh.
Smash Bros.
Smash
Yeah, I was
Brothers.
gonna say I probably could have said a
Oh.
better word to describe that. So just fighting.
Mario.
Yeah, probably
There's
Mario.
Mario Kart in here though as
Yeah.
well. I'd have probably got mixed up. Oh well.
Yeah.
How was that? 3? Did we get?
2.
2.
And the skip.
Oh, 2 and a skip. Well, that's not bad.
Not bad.
That's not
You
bad.
tried.
I mean, I'm very impressed. As soon as we get past like 5 or 6, I think that's when we're in like, well, this is like professional charades players
Yeah.
clearly at a certain point. So to finish off, then we have a couple of quick fire questions for you, if you don't mind. So, name 3 things that are essential to bring to an esports or a gaming event like Insomnia.
Your phone. Money, because there's a lot of things you can buy.
There certainly is.
And probably some sort of costume.
Oh, it's not bad. Costume. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna bring a lot of money because things are cool and you want to buy all of them. You want to bring your phone so you can take loads of cool photos, and you want to bring gaming merch.
Nice. What's your personal most anticipated game release for this year? What are you looking forward to the most?
I can't remember the name of the game, but there's a Ubisoft game coming out. Like a pirate game. It looks pretty good.
Oh. Don't know. Pirate game? Ring any bells?
Only know Sea of Thieves.
Only Sea of
Pirate
Thieves, yeah.
game.
I think Riot are on about releasing. I think they mentioned Valorant Mobile is going to be coming out later this year, I believe, or their fighting game. That looks really cool.
Oh, Project L.
Project
isn't it?
L,
the
yeah.
fighting
I would say
game,
the
yeah.
characters look really cool in that. I'm really excited to see how that turns out.
Yeah. If you could compete in any esports event, which would you choose?
Probably the ROCS World Championships.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think it definitely have to be Worlds for me, preferably finals because we haven't seen EU win in quite a while. So bring it
So
home.
close. We've been coming so
Oh,
close.
so close.
So close. Maybe this year. But we'll see. If you could attend any esports event of your choice, which one would you like to go see?
Probably again ROCS World Championships.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to see something again like Worlds, especially when it's in a location like South Korea, like it is this year, because that'd just be amazing.
Yeah.
Gonna say it'd be really cool, but yeah.
And finally, what's a game that you didn't think you'd like but actually did once you started playing?
Overwatch.
Oh, okay, interesting. Why Overwatch?
I don't know. I saw Overwatch 1, and it didn't really seem like something I was willing to play in it. Also, I didn't really want to buy it. But then Overwatch 2 came out, and I tried it, and it's actually pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, for me, it's the same Overwatch. I have like garbage aim, so I'm like, oh, an FPS game. This is not gonna go well, but I'm actually having a lot of fun. So.
Oh, there you go, Bryony. 2 more recruits to the Overwatch side.
Yes.
Congratulations. Well, thank you so much to you both. That does bring us to the end of the podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, there's plenty more to come over the weekend of Insomnia that we're going to be recording. So keep an eye out for those. If there's any other British esports content that you enjoy, if you enjoyed this, there's plenty of it. Again, just make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends, all that jazz. Thanks again for you both coming on, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.